Hey, what's up? It's Joe. Welcome to my 5-Minute Friday for June 16th. So, the word model is an interesting one, and I think it's a word that is used a lot in the data profession. But what exactly does a model mean? Yesterday, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she said that she was working on a data model, and when I asked her to clarify what she meant, she was talking about a DBT data model. Right, so that's the model file that used for when working with DBT, which is a very popular data transformation tool. But in other cases, I'll be talking to friends of mine who are data scientists, and they might be working on a machine learning model, right? Or you might talk to a DBA or a software developer, and they might have a database model. Maybe that's a relational model or something that's a bit more normalized. But the whole point is the word model is used a lot across technology and data, and it's grown to become something of an amorphous term. When you use the word model, unless you dig into it, you may not be sure what exactly it means, right? So, and when I kind of zoom out and I look at the practice of traditional data modeling, and by this I mean the modeling data to represent reality, as maybe described in the book Data and Reality by William Kent back in the 70s when he wrote it, and the efforts of maybe Ted Codd, for example, in developing the relational model, which was a lot of people try and equate relational modeling with fitting data into a database. That actually isn't the intent of the relational model. The relational model is about symbolically representing data and its relationships in a way that removes redundancies. So, when I think of what data modeling originated as, these were maybe some examples of some of the early starts of data modeling. Later on you had Ralph Kimball and dimensional modeling, right? And the notion of modeling data for data marts that Bill Inman had come up with, and so forth, right? But these were all canonical ways of representing, business logic in a way that was understandable to, strangely enough, the business, right? And what I feel like when it has happened is the word model has evolved to represent something else entirely. It's meant to represent the physical instantiations of various, ways of representing data, and it's moved away from the higher level ways that we used to think about data. And the fact of the matter is we still think about data in higher level ways, but I don't see it as well communicated or these concepts translated maybe as cleanly as they could be. So if we move toward a paradigm of, I guess what would be called conceptual modeling, that's just, trying to, again, look at the higher level concepts in an organization, processes and rules and so forth, and being able to map those into some sort of representation of that reality, which later could be represented in various forms of data. I think that's something we need to get back to. The danger is that we are now representing, the reality of a business in a very myopic and potentially wrong way, right? So we definitely get the instantiation correct for our specific use case, but miss the larger picture of the context of where data and the meaning of the data should fit into a larger organization. So this will be something that I'll be talking more about and writing more about. This will be some articles coming out soon. It'll probably be a rant for this weekend's newsletter. But more broadly, this is one of the notions of the book I've been talking about for a bit, which is that we do need to get back to, the overarching understanding of what these concepts mean and how they apply to our business. I think if we lose this, we lose the broader context of what we are trying to do as an industry and as practitioners within our organizations, and we're going to come up short. So anyway, that's my 5-minute rant. There'll be much longer rants very soon on this. But anyway, that's what's been on my mind today. So Next week, things coming up. I'm going to be in Vancouver, BC, Canada, not Vancouver, Washington. So if you're in Vancouver, BC, come hang out. I'll be there Wednesday through Friday. I'll be at, I think there's a Data for Good event on, what was that, Thursday? And then a low-key data happy hour. And then I'll be speaking at a DAMA event on, I'll be giving a talk called Data Modeling is Dead, Long Live Data Modeling. And then the following week, I will be in San Francisco for some events kind of surrounding the Data and AI Summit. So anyway, if you happen to be around, let's catch up. Anyway, thank you. Have a good weekend.